JP Morgan sees bullish outlook for Bitcoin as inflation concerns push Bitcoin price higher. Now, these are some of the things, I will tell you this right now. These are some of the things that make stuff that I say seem irrelevant and wrong. Okay, because I've been telling you guys deflation is coming very soon, by the end of the fall, maybe at the latest Q1 of next year. But we'll see it begin in the fall for sure. Maybe it'll be like official where people are like, oh, we're in deflation. You got Janet Yellen coming out this weekend. Janet Fallon Yellen, which, whew, we got stuff to talk about with her. But where she's saying, oh, no, inflation is definitely, she called it catastrophic inflation is still going on through next year. And then destructive inflation will continue for the next year. These are the things that people are going to look back and be like, how did he know this? Because all the indications we have are inflation is going to continue from the words that are coming out of their mouths. Did you also see, TJ, Janet Yellen said over the weekend that she wants to tax unrealized gains now?
Oh, no, I didn't see that.
How's that even possible?
Yeah. How do you that doesn't make any
doesn't make sense.
No. And
So she's
her leaders would not allow that anyway. No. They love unrealized gains.
Yeah, absolutely. But JP Morgan sees bullish outlook for Bitcoin. Global investment bank JP Morgan says inflation concerns are pushing the price of Bitcoin to record highs. Not true. It's going based upon big whales moving the price. I always tell you guys. Rather than interest in recently launched Bitcoin futures. They're trying to scramble because the ETFs news didn't really push things up as much as they thought it was. Now it's a different kind than, the physically backed one. JP Morgan sees inflation driving it up. Instead, we believe the perception of Bitcoin as a better inflation hedge from gold is the main reason for the current upswing, triggering a shift away from gold ETFs into Bitcoin funds since September. The initial hype with BITO could fade after a week. I told you that would probably happen. So, people moving out of gold into Bitcoin right now. Jack Dorsey warns hyperinflation will soon happen in the U.S. and the world. Tell me you're an idiot without telling me you're an idiot. There's no hyperinflation coming to the United States. Jack Dorsey is a fearmonger. He wants people to buy Bitcoin, which can't blame him for that. Guys, think of this. What is Jack Dorsey's number one moneymaker? Bitcoin. It literally is with the Square app. You guys know Twitter makes virtually $0. Twitter makes no money. It has almost been bankrupt before. And Jack Dorsey got fired at some point. If y'all know that. He came back after he was successful with Square. But this is not coming. Hyperinflation will not come to the United States. The world will not allow hyperinflation to come to the United States. You have to understand the domino effect. It would destroy the world economy as we know it today if the U.S. went through that. The other countries know that. They will never do that. So he's an idiot. Nose ring included. Let's see. Look, here is this here. Look at this guy. Teo Oviosu comparing hyperinflation in Nigeria to hyperinflation in the United States. Guys, let's take a step back and let's not be total idiots. Peter Schiff responds to Jack Dorsey about Bitcoin's role in hyperinflation. He looks so dorky without his beard. Major crypto hater Schiff responds to Bitcoin supporter Dorsey about the role. He says only real assets can protect from hyperinflation, and of course, Schiff does not believe that Bitcoin is a real asset. So he says Bitcoin's an imaginary friend.
So who's the bigger idiot, Schiff or Dorsey on this one?
I don't know if Peter Schiff's an idiot, really. I've really been thinking a lot about this. I did that debate with him, and it's not out yet still. They're doing a series. I don't know when it's coming out. Maybe never. We'll see. But what I would say is that his argument for a lot of stuff he says are pretty sound. I think the way that he looks at it is it doesn't matter what the price goes up to. It doesn't matter how much money people make on it. He has a hard line on what he believes are hard assets and not hard assets. I think some of the stuff he says is not idiotic. Some certainly is. Some of his kind of more hype-driven anti-Bitcoin narratives that he says. But I would say that Jack is the bigger idiot. So I don't know what that says. Who is that? Bobby Dial says he has a hard asset.
Yep.
Hope it's not for sale.